What's good, y'all? Back again, another day. It's your boy, Curtis Short, and we in here, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, and I think we just gonna start doing live until fives, man. So basically, what happened was your boy was doing some studying, trying to get ready to get my OSHA 30. Still working on that. And as I was working on it, studying and stuff, I realized that I had 400 subscribers. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's following the page. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. But I thought about it. It's like, why don't we just go live every day until we hit 500? Since we right there. So here we are. Really don't have no topics tonight. We're gonna see what's going on, and we just gonna do this until we hit 500. So, with that being said, I haven't been on live for a minute, man. I honestly don't have any excuses other than the fact that I just haven't been feeling it, man. You know what I'm saying? We had the situation going on with my grandmother passing, lost my job, then we started having car troubles, and honestly, your boy just did not feel like getting in front of the camera and doing lives. So I've been doing a lot of reels again. Well, not a lot of reels. I've been posting reels, and I did a couple vlogs just to keep things rolling and stay consistent. I made a talking video, just chopping it up. But it's been a minute since I've been on live, and I miss it, man. I miss y'all. So here we are. Like I said, the goal is to go live every day until we hit 500 subscribers. Is that realistic? Not really. Is it gonna happen? I don't know, but we gonna see. Um, anyway, your boy has been doing the 75 hard, man, and let me tell y'all, it is no joke. For those of you who don't know and you haven't been watching the channel, the 75 hard is a challenge in which you are supposed to do 2 workouts a day. One of the workouts is supposed to be outside every day. Doesn't matter how cold it is, what the rain is, what's going on. You're supposed to go outside and do a workout. You follow a diet, which right now my diet is I'm not eating any dairy products. So I had to start over one day because I ate some butter, and it wasn't like the non-dairy butter, it was garlic butter. And I didn't just eat the butter, y'all. I ate some salmon, and the salmon was cooked in butter, and I had to start over. Another day I had to start over because I didn't drink my water, because you're supposed to drink 1 gallon of water every day, and you don't drink no alcohol whatsoever. You're supposed to take a progress picture of your results every single day, and you're supposed to read 10 pages. So let me run the list off for you again. The 75 hard challenge, and you're supposed to do 2 workouts a day for 45 minutes. One of the workouts has to be outside. You have to follow a specific diet. It doesn't matter what the diet is, but once you set the diet, you have to follow it for those 75 days with no alcohol or cheat meals. You drink 1 gallon of water a day. You take a progress picture every day, and you read 10 pages of a book every day. No audio books, you know what I'm saying? I listen to audiobooks all the time, but that doesn't count towards my 75 hard. I have to sit down and read a book every day, 10 pages, which I've been doing. Um, and here it is. Here's the list. Let me show y'all. 75. 2 45 minute. There it is. So I'm on day 2, which unfortunately I'm not actually on day 2. Technically, I'm on day 20 something, but your boy had to start over because the first time I made it 16 days. And there's my progress pic if y'all want to see your boy with the shirt off. Second time I made it 3 days. I had to start over again. So now we're on day 2, going into day 3. Now, I have done this challenge before, so I know that it is doable. I've done it last year in March, which ironically was during the time that Amir was coming. Was it Amir? I can't even keep up. Yeah, Tommy was pregnant with Amir, and I was able to do the challenge, and we got it done. So, it is doable. It's not easy, and really, the biggest thing, man, is just scheduling everything out. Because if you wait too late to get started, chances are you're not going to be able to get it done. So, it's just waking up, reading 10 pages, starting on the water because it's a gallon, and it sounds easy, but when you're under the time crunch of getting a gallon of water in, it hits differently. And then you might want to drink coffee or orange juice or whatever the case may be, and you're still trying to get that gallon in. It's definitely a challenge. So your boy is on day 3 tomorrow, and the goal is to not start over again. So I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I guess every day for lives, we're gonna be talking about this 75 hard because the goal is to get it done. And really it's more mental than anything. I've also been counting my calories. I got another app I've been using for that, trying to get my calories together. Let me see, what was it? Fat Secret. And it breaks down what I eat every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, the whole nine. And from there it breaks down how much I ate, which is crazy because apparently I didn't know that I wasn't eating enough calories for the longest time. Like I looked the other day and I only had like 700 calories, and it's like, dang. I didn't know that was a bad thing because I didn't really understand calories. I was just going to the gym, working out, trying to figure out why I wasn't gaining weight, eating. Nothing crazy. But now I understand how calories work. Shout out to my cousin Carl, man. Put me on game. So I've been working on that and just trying to get my mental together, man. Cause let me tell y'all something, man. Death is different, man. Grieving and processing emotions and all that stuff, it definitely hits different. This is the first time that I've ever lost somebody so close to me. And then, there's all this other stuff going on as well. Like I said, we had the car issues. Um, the fuel pump went out in the car, and then somebody ran into the back of the truck and broke the backup cam. So the past month and some change, it's really been struggle season, but just trying to keep a positive mindset, keep pushing through and dealing with everything, taking it and understanding that it's just a season, it's just a phase, and we'll be out of it, but it definitely does take a toll on you mentally. So, I've just been working on that. Then your boy got lost a job, man. So it's like, ugh. It's like, when will it stop? When will it stop? It's like I was watching what was it? It was a Instagram short, but it was Sharp from the No Jumper podcast. And he was talking about how every day is a fight. Like just getting out of bed and paying bills and whoop de whoop is a fight. And man, I felt that. Man, I felt that. Like every day really is a fight out here, man. And then you got to deal with everything else that's going on. And it's like, oh, but we keep on pushing. Um, Earlier tonight, me and the wife watched the show Rap Ish, and I actually like the show. It's pretty cool, man. I like it because it definitely shows a lot of different aspects of what's going on and behind the curtains of the music industry and things of that nature. So the show is Rap Ish, and obviously I'm not saying the real word, but it definitely shows, man. It's like a lot of people really out here, and really what I like about the show, because I'm very cerebral and I look at things a little differently. So what I look at when I watch the show more than anything is just the survival instinct of how far people will go for survival, man. Self-preservation, whatever you got to do to survive. And, I look at certain characters, and I ain't gonna give no spoilers or anything like that, but you got Mia. Mia, man, she's a survivor, man. You say what you want, but you look at her and she's really out here doing what she got to do, and it's crazy, man, because it's like you look at people and you wonder, why do they behave that way, or why are they doing what they doing? but that survival instinct is different, and it shows the difference between her and her partner in the group, Shauna, because Shauna doesn't really have the same survival instinct. She has like that third world, not third world, first world problems where she looks down and she judges people, and she doesn't realize the environment that she's in. She doesn't understand what's going on. So she thinks that she's better than everybody. And it's like, girl, your parents cut you off and you struggling now. So it's like, I don't know. Art really does imitate life because you have a lot of people that think that they're struggling and they don't understand what it's like to really struggle or to really have to make difficult decisions based on, your circumstances. Now, granted, we all, contribute to our circumstances to a certain degree. Now, there's a lot of things that we can't control and we can't help for the most part, but a lot of our decisions we are responsible for. I'd say most of them. Obviously, there's things that we can't control and things that we don't have any decisions over, and it just kind of is what it is. But, a lot of times the decisions that we make have consequences, and those consequences are what we have to deal with more times than not, you know. And I think that's what I enjoy about the show more than anything. Um, do I think it's groundbreaking or innovative? No, it's just stories of things that happen, people getting taken advantage of, people getting exploited. Um, I don't know. I really like shows where I can tap in and see the human nature elements of at play, and I think, if y'all want, we can go through breakdowns and review it and actually talk about the chess moves that are being played and the decisions that people are making and the outcomes or and things of that nature. Because that's where I live right there. That's what I'm looking at. And then you got the stud pimp, which is kind of crazy, but what's her name? Let me see. The stud pimp. Where is she? I think this is her. Jill. No, that's not her. What is her name? Where is she, man? I'm tripping. I don't see her. Is this her? No, that's not her. Who is the stud pimp? It's just, can I say that? Am I gonna get canceled for saying that? I don't, I guess that's what it is. I'm tripping. What is that girl's name? What is that girl's name? Why do we not see it? Um, I'm gonna find it. So I ain't gonna have peace until I find her. Um, right. Let's do this. Spooky, their manager. Chameleon. That's a main character. Why don't they have her up here, bruh? Oh, Chastity. Chastity. Janika Booth. Bruh, I was looking right at her and didn't recognize her. That's some good. Really playing their work. There it is, right there. Wow. That's crazy. She fit into that role, bro. I was looking right at her and couldn't even tell that's her. Man. So yeah, dude. Wow. It's like a whole different person, bruh. Okay. But yeah, Duke, you know what I'm saying? Just I I think Duke is a cool character. Once you look past the female stud pimp thing and you look and you know what I'm saying, you look at it from the perspective of she's really good. I wouldn't say she's a good manager, but she really does. No, she is a good manager, I say, because she knows how to open doors and communicate with people and get in the rooms and things and get things done. And that's super dope. So, props to her for that. I think that's pretty cool. That's one of the cool features of the show that I like. She knows how to maneuver and adapt in the world, and a lot of people don't. And I thought that that was really cool how she just be maneuvering and getting things done out here in these streets. So the show is pretty cool, man. I like it, man. Issa Rae makes pretty good content, for what it is, it's not super cerebral unless you read into it, and I pretty much read into everything, so I'm looking at the chess moves at play, and I'm looking at the human nature, and I'm looking at the behavior patterns, and I'm breaking things down. And pretty much any show for the most part, I can do that and find some enjoyment in it. Um, so yeah, I thought the last episode was pretty cool. Again, no spoilers, but I think it's a pretty accurate depiction of how things are going on in the world right now. And, that's another telltale sign of a show. Does it actually capture the time and the moments that people are living in a realistic way? And I definitely think that the show does that. So props there as well. What about the movie Napoleon? Has anybody seen that? I want to see it. I haven't had the chance to get to the movies yet. I'm a big movie guy, but I really haven't been able to get to the movies as much as I'd like to. I did see The Killer, not the is it The Killer or is it Killer? Killer on Netflix. I saw that. It was really good. If you haven't, you definitely want to check that out. Is it The Killer? Let me see. I think it's The Killer. Yeah, it's The Killer. The Killer. Really good movie. So the type of movies that I really enjoy are movies that don't have a lot of dialogue. It's a lot more, understated, and it has a 6.8, so apparently it's not that popping, but I thought it was really good. You know, like I said, for me, I enjoy movies where there isn't that much dialogue. Um I would say the opposite of Quentin Tarantino movies, but I enjoy Quentin Tarantino movies as well. But I really enjoy silent protagonists who don't really say much. They just do what they're doing. And The Killer, I think I can talk about it without giving spoilers. It's about an assassin that botches a job, and, usually in that line of business, when you do something wrong, then somebody's going to cover their tracks. And, he lives by a certain code. He has certain procedures of how he does things. And anybody that knows me knows that I am a procedure guy. I love procedures. I love rules. I love order for the simple fact that it keeps things flowing smoothly. You know, um, Not to harp on my work career a lot, but I perform best where there's simple patterns that you follow, there's procedures, there's rules. Now, granted, I can thrive in a world where there is chaos, and I have done it numerous times. But the only thing I don't like about that is when you're in a world of chaos, what I'm saying? There is no barometer, there's no, let's say you're commission based, or if you're looking at performance based bonuses, and I'm talking out my experience. My issue with those types of settings is if you don't have a criteria, then there's no effective way to determine how you get your bonuses and things of that nature. And then it gets really sticky. But, when you have systems and procedures in place, it makes things so much easier because you know what the expectations are. You know what you're supposed to do. Everybody falls in line, and all you have to do is manage those procedures. It makes things so much easier, especially if you're trying to scale or grow a business. You definitely want to have procedures and rules. Anyway, the assassin lives by certain rules and procedures, and all throughout the movie, each situation that he's in, he constantly repeats the procedures, and every time he does, the procedures work out in his favor. So I'll say this, and this is a spoiler, but we're gonna talk about it. So there was one scene where he was getting his get back, and there was a lady. She started telling these sob stories. Everybody had a sob story for the most part, but this one in particular, she knew he was there to get her out of there, to her, oof her, and the whole time she was just acting all calm and cool, and she slipped and broke her heel, and she asked the guy if he would help her. And so instead of helping her, he, what I'm saying, he he did that. And when he did it, of course she fell, and a knife fell out of her hand. And, one of his rules was don't trust anybody. So because he didn't trust her, he saved his own life because had he trusted her, she would have took that knife and she would have got out of the situation. And those are the type of movies that I like. That was the most dialogue in the film, I think, for the most part. The dialogue between him and her. She was the expert. Yeah. So, when he was talking to the expert, she was calm, cool. She was like, it's my time. It's my time. It's all good. And, he wasn't really saying much. He was the silent protagonist, just being cold, calculated, and repeating his rules in his head. And then when the time came, the rules saved his life. And, for me, that's what I enjoy about procedures and rules, man. They really save your life out here. If you have rules and procedures that you follow, certain things that you keep in order, it literally can save your life. And that was a case in point of that scenario. So, I did get a chance to watch that over the weekend or during the week. I don't know. My time blurs together since I don't have to clock in or be anywhere in particular. Um, I thought it was pretty dope though. I definitely encourage everybody to check that movie out. And when you watch it, think of it from the perspective of somebody that follows rules and procedures. And, from that mindset, if you watch it, a different, you'll enjoy the movie a little more, I think. Um, so yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. Let's see what else is going on out here in these streets. Anything? I don't have nobody in here, so we just gonna keep on rocking though. I need to do a better job of promoting these lives too. Cause I just be out here. I'm gonna go live, and I don't really tell nobody. I don't promote it or anything like that. So I usually get a lot of my followers and views and stuff on the playbacks. Shout out to everybody that watched my other. Let me see. Gotta make sure my retirement is straight. You know. Uh, anyways, yeah, guys. So I hope y'all are prepared and y'all understand that this recession is real. If you haven't already, then make sure you check out that video where I talked about it because it is definitely ugly out here. Your boy is actively looking to get back in the workforce. Um, we working on it, knocking out these credentials and these certifications. Like I told y'all earlier, I was studying on getting my OSHA 30. I'm also working on a couple other certifications just to make sure that I'm marketable. And not only that, but I have a thorough understanding of the industry, which is equally as important. I'd say more important, being marketable is great, but also, understanding the scope and the lay of the land helps you out a lot. So make sure you staying active and you staying on point with that. I always gotta make sure that we talk business and we make sure that we give it solid information more than anything because it is real out here in these streets. Inflation is high, higher than it's been for a lot of our lifetimes, things that we've never seen before. So we definitely want to make sure we stand prepared. You might want to cut back on your purchases and your expenses, get rid of things that you don't really need, and just chill out, man. You might not need to eat out this week. You might want to stay at the crib and cook something. Get on YouTube and learn how to make a new meal and just try something different. Eat those Thanksgiving leftovers and relax. Oh yeah, shout out to that, man. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty cool. My father came into town, him and his wife, and we chilled. And he showed me how to change a fuel pump, which actually wasn't that difficult. If I do need another side hustle, I can always get out here and change fuel pumps because it's really not that difficult. And, that's something that I always know how to do. It's a cool little skill to have in the tool belt. Because when I was trying to get it done, the place we usually go was charging like $1,200. And obviously, at the time where we are right now, we're not trying to spend that kind of bread. So my dad was like, "Yo, man, if you get the part, then we'll do it." So we did it, and shout out to that. Well, we didn't finish yet because taking the actual ring off is a little difficult. So we got to finish, but we started and we're about 95% there. I know how to do it now. So shout out to that, man. Other than that, man, I think I'm gonna sign off because your boy is tired. I had no intention of staying long. I just said I was gonna go live. Didn't say I'd be on live long. So yeah, we'll be right back at it tomorrow. I ain't gonna have that much time anyway because the baby's gonna wake up soon, and definitely gotta make sure I tend to them. So let me know what y'all want to talk about. Obviously not in the comments because the chat is going to be gone. But in the comments, let me know some topics that y'all want to discuss. I'm gonna do better promoting and announcing the time that I am going to be going live. Try to make it a routine thing because we are going to push to this last 500 subscribers. Because once we hit five, your boy can actually be a YouTube partner, which is super cool. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be scouring the news as well to find things to talk about. But yeah, we just going to push it on out and hit this 500. So keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate all of my subs. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share so we can get it across the air. Hit that little bell so you can tell when I do this because we're going to be going live every day, y'all. Holla.